So what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Young Drizzy. Y'all know what's going on. Today coming at y'all with some gameplay, and along with that gameplay, we gon' talk about 49ers, their stats from 2019 to 20 season. They had a good season. They beat my Saints or whatever. I don't care. They won't be better than us. I don't care. We'll beat them. But anyway, I'm not here to hate on them, but I'm just here, give y'all gameplay, talk about their stats at the same time. They lost some players. I think it was one of the linemen that they lost. I haven't really paid attention to them. I know they lost Emmanuel Sanders at wide receiver. They lost him to free agency, and Saints signed him. And I know that I think they still got Tevin Coleman. They lost some other players, but I don't know specifically. But I'm just trying to, just look at their stats. You see, they got 300 and they got 336 first downs against their opponents. They got 110. They got 195. No. They got 110 rushing yards versus their opponents. 195 passing, and penalty 31. 90 out of 200 out of third down conversions. Fourth down conversions, they were 7 out of 12. And their opponents were like 8 out of 25 in total. Total offensive yards, they had 6,097, and they averaged like 6.0 yards play, or 0 yards or each play, or whatever. And then rushing yards, they got versus their opponents, they got 2,305, and they ran 498 plays, 4.6 average yards, and total passing yards 792. They had a good season, like, but it's just in the Super Bowl. It's just that same coach that was in the Super Bowl with Atlanta choked that game with Atlanta because he didn't want to run the ball. He didn't want to run the ball. He did the same thing with Atlanta. They choked, and he's just known for that. He choked 2 Super Bowls. He could have had 2 rings if all he had to do was just run the ball, run the clock out. Don't even worry about passing at all. Don't matter, because he had Freeman in the back when he was at Atlanta. They had the game, and then somehow they just choked because he kept calling pass plays. And it's like fourth quarter, and like you're in field goal range, and you go for a pass play, then they call a holding on you, then they take you out of field goal range, and now you gotta just, because like you were already in field goal range for the game winner anyway. So what's the point of trying to pass? And all you had to do was just run the ball a few more times, run their timeouts out, run the clock down, kick a field goal, it's over. They would have had their first Super Bowl. But they choked. They called the choking birds for a reason. But we talking about the 49ers now. With the 49ers, the same thing happened to them, but it wasn't as bad as Atlanta though. So I ain't gonna come at them too hard I ain't gonna be too hard on them, because they had Debo. Debo was like running that ball, you know what I'm saying? He was running the ball. So they could have just gave it to him. They had Tevin Coleman back there. They had Mostert. They had Raheem Mostert. They had him back there. And it's like, I don't know, but like they were winning like 20 to 10. And then the Chiefs just come back and just score on them. Like, I think they scored like 2 or 3 touchdowns on them, I believe. I don't know. But the score was like 31 to 20 or 34 to 20, one of those. All because they ain't want to run the ball. All they had to do was just run out the clock. It was fourth quarter. Y'all was up by at least, and y'all were up by double digits. But their offensive coach somehow chokes the ball. Always comes up with a way. And yeah, we saw I got that pick right there. And now we're gonna talk about this now. See, all I had to do was just keep the ball on the ground, because I didn't need to pass that much, to be honest. Even if I was getting stopped, it was still helping me. And this sack right here, I don't know why I went for. I should have called a screen, or I should have just called for a. I should have just called for the. I should have just ran the ball again. But this dude right here, he just launches the ball, beats a scrub, tries to go to Ross, throws a pick, and you know, we come down with it. Bethel, and this dude has had enough, and that's gonna be the end of the video because he ends up quitting the game. And I completed all my passes, threw for 117 yards. I threw for 93. One touch, threw for one. I threw for one. He threw for one. But all right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.